Well, we've had this car now for quite some time. I'll put the years down underneath. And I thought it'd be a good idea just to go through a few points. I see quite a lot of comments from motoring journalists about the ID3 and possibly even the ID4, and I want to go through a few things just to tell you, you know, if you're thinking of getting one, if you're thinking of getting a second-hand one or even a new one, is some of the points that you might be interested in that are brought up during these motoring journalists reviews. And on that note, I'll just move over to showing you the few points that keep coming up and let you know just what sort of a problem or not they may be. Complaints on reviews of plastic. Piano black plastic, they seem to have this thing about fingerprints. Well, to be fair, you can get fingerprints on it, but I use a special tool to remove fingerprints of the cloth, and it seems to work quite well, and that removes fingerprints. The other thing you've got is the haptic controls for the heating. Now, I don't use this, and I've put a small rubber stick-on nodule there, which you can find in DIY stores, and I did a video on this, and I've stuck that underneath where the climate control is. You can stick them anywhere you like, and that means that all I have to do is slide my finger across and hit that with my thumb, and that will put me on the climate menu. So I don't have to mess about. All I have to do is from the climate menu I can see everything. I can use my heated seats and the heated steering wheel, etc. Anything I like on there, so I don't have any issue with that. The other issue that they say is this panel being here for your lights, etc. Now, I don't bother. I leave the lights on automatic. When it's dark they come on, when it's light they go off. So simple. The other thing is the controls here, which is the radio controls. So the radio controls are plus and minus, and I find that fantastically useful, and I can use my thumb to adjust the volume on the radio, which I find absolutely brilliant. And the other side is the mode. The only thing I find annoying about this is it comes on in cruise, a kind of a cruise control, an automatic cruise mode. I don't like that, so I always swipe it across and hit the button and take it off and put it on auto speed limiter, so that it will automatically works out what the road speeds are from the road signs and from the map. Now it's about 98%. You sometimes have to keep an eye on it, but it saves you bacon. When it comes to the situation of speeding, you've got a lot less chance of getting nicked for speeding, because this will, if set correctly, will make sure that you're always in the right speed limit. But you do have to keep your eye on it, just in case. Once in a while you keep your eye on the speed, but not as often as you would under normal circumstances, so you're not continually looking at the speedo all the time. I've come to love this. I find this absolutely amazing, and I find it worse if I had to go down here for it, because I'm using my left hand. This is right-hand drive car, and I find that it's easy because your hand is already on the steering wheel. So you're there, you know, you can flip it into gear, and the brake is at the end, although it puts the auto handbrake on when you get out of the car anyway. So that's all automatic. Right, so apart from that, there's the scratchy plastics. Well, if you want mahogany, you have to pay for mahogany. You're not going to get it on a car that had to be kept to a budget when it was made. So this is the Pro Performance version, and so it is, you know, a cheaper version in build quality. But when you think about it, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, you're not gonna be staring at your dash all the time thinking, oh, that's a lovely mahogany, or it's not. So it's not a deal breaker. I find it okay. This is slightly spongy, and this is scratchy plastic. But I find that that's a little bit over the top, really, to moan about such things, especially on this kind of car. The indicators, yeah, right, okay, whatever noise they make. I don't have an issue with indicators going clip clop, or pop pop, whatever they do. It's not one of my pet issues or pet hates. Don't care. Put them on, as long as they work, I'm not really bothered. There's complaints about this. There are only 2 buttons for the front and rear windows to take them up or down. Now, to get the rear windows down, guess what? You hit that gives you the rear windows. Hit it again, that now gives you the front windows. And that's it. If this is a deal breaker, then don't bother buying this car. But basically, it's not a deal breaker for me. And, you know, under normal circumstances, I just leave it like this and I can just use the front windows. And the rear windows, very rarely used. They can be operated from the back as well, so if anybody's sat in the back and wants a window down, they use the back button actually on the rear door. That aside, there's nothing else I can think of that's of any great issue, although in the rear of the car it was mentioned that there are no cup holders. There's cup holders in the front here, so I'll take you to the rear of the car and show you that. Okay, we're now in the rear of the car. Bear with me for the wobbly camera, but I'm holding it. Oh well, what do you know? Cup holders. And why do we think that they reckon that there's no cup holders? Well, I believe it's because this is the ski flap, which leads through to the boot, so you can put long items in here. Of course, that is separate from this. So this is your armrest with your cup holders in between the two rear seats, and that's it. And that, if you just pull the whole thing down, then no, there are no cup holders. But if you've got something long in this space, which is very handy, then you're not going to see the cup holders. So anyway, that's about it. I am absolutely chuffed to bits with the fact it's got a glass roof and blue sky through it. It's got a screen that comes over to block the sun, which is very handy. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm very happy with the car. It's about 4.5 years now that we've had it, and as far as I can tell, it's okay. And we are going to see if we can get some more extended warranty on it. We have had some warranty on it, some extended warranty. We'll see if we can renew it. But apart from that, it's coming up for its first service, major service, and we'll see what it needs on that. Well, to sum up, after 4.5 years, I've really got used to this car. I find it a really nice car. It's a nice car to drive, and if you're buying it as a second-hand car, you can't go far wrong. I think it's quite good. I do think they should have given a little bit more warranty on it, standard warranty from new, but you can buy extended warranty, and I'm sure they'll do a deal on warranties if you're buying it as a second-hand car. You know, you'd have to ask your dealer. But basically, to drive, it's a great car to drive. You get used to its funny little quirks. I mean, I've added the extra bits on to the climate control so I can find it easily with sliding my finger across. But other than that, yeah, well satisfied. You can't go wrong as a second-hand car, and it's as good as most of the others. I can't see, I mean, the points they bring up and all the rest of it are, generally speaking, they jump in these cars, they drive them for about an hour or so, and they come up with all the scratchy plastics and strange indicator noises and things like that. But after a while, I mean, after 4.5 years, you know, you take it as normal. It's just basically normal. And there you go. Okay, so I'll pass you back on that. Okay, well, I hope you like that. Gives you some idea on the good points and bad points, and what it really is like to live with this car, and how you get used to it, and all the rest. And on that note, I will say bye for now. Bye for now.